Science with Folly.
Kia ora, welcome to Science with Folly. It's been a long time, but I'm back and I hope you're ready to learn. Today, we're going to be learning about why does polystyrene dissolve in acetone? Well, it doesn't actually fully dissolve, it just partially dissolves. And we'll get back to that later. It's quite a fun thing to do, but you really probably shouldn't try this at home. So I've got a bit of acetone in my beaker, and here's a polystyrene. Now you watch the magic. Oh yeah. And if you thought that was cool, watch this. I've got a treat for you. What I've got left now is this slimy, gooey stuff. And it's kind of like slime, and that's what's left. It's the semi-dissolved polystyrene in the acetone. If you dry it out a bit, it can almost be like slimes. It's got all over my hands now. And if you really want, you can probably even set this on fire, but I won't do that now, maybe later on. Anyway, since you've watched that, I hope you're ready to now learn the really exciting stuff, the chemistry behind this all.
So, polystyrene is a polymer of styrene, also known as phenylethene or ethynyl benzene. And as you can see, this molecule has got a benzene ring and an ethene group. When styrene becomes the polymer polystyrene, obviously the double bond between these two carbons breaks, and here is the formula for polystyrene. Huge big long chains made up of this monomer. A big slab of polystyrene like this is made up of big long polymer chains, polystyrene, and these big long chains are held together by weak intermolecular forces. That's what holds it together. And if we look at this molecule, because they're really long, they're not polar. And hopefully you remember something about polar molecules. When you want to dissolve a polar molecule, we remember like dissolves like. So this is non-polar, it's going to dissolve in a non-polar solvent. Now hopefully you know, if you stick some polystyrene into water, nothing happens, It just floats. And that's because water is a polar molecule. It's got polar bonds and it's got a molecular dipole. If we look at this substance, this is acetone, the formula, you can write it like this or like this. You can see it's actually still polar because it's asymmetrical, but it's only very weakly polar. And that's why this stuff dissolves in this. Petrol does the same thing. You can dissolve polystyrene in petrol, but I didn't do that today. I didn't want to stink my classroom out. Quick question for you smarty pants. What's another name for acetone?
I hope you learned something. I did say I might burn this at the end, but nah, pretty gross. Oh, yeah, it stinks too. Ka kite anō.
Science with Folly. Science with Folly.